again by Shubham Mehra, a candidate for CDS OTA. Yes, you may start.
Hello everyone. So as in the first part we understood the structure and the history and the working of UNO. So we will, in this part we will understand that how UNO has helped to improve the world, and also what are the challenges currently faced by UNO. So first of all, UNO has what is the contribution of UN? So first of all, we see in the case of peace and security, UNO keeps sending peacekeeping and observer missions to various countries, and also India is the third largest contributor to the UN peacekeeping missions. Around 6,593 volunteers from Indian Army have gone into the mission, and also Indian Army has suffered the maximum casualties, that is 164. So next step of UN is to prevent nuclear proliferation. Nuclear proliferation means to expansion of the nuclear weapons by International Atomic Energy Agency, and also it supports disarmament. It has many conventions, and like Chemical Weapons Convention, which came in 1997 and it is signed by 190 countries. Mine Ban Convention, which also came in 1997, it is signed by 162 countries. And Arms Trade Treaty, which came in 2014 and which is signed by 69 countries. So all are these are conventions to stop armaments of the countries. Now UN also works for economic development. Currently there are 4,800 projects that is to reduce poverty and to increase the governance all around the world are being carried out by UNDP, United Nations Development Program, and United Nations Children's Fund. They have programs in 150 countries. Particularly the United Nations Children's Fund is working for child safety, child immunization, child education, especially girl child education, and things like this. Now World Bank has supported 12,000 projects in 170 countries till now, and UN is also fighting hunger with its agency Food and Agriculture Security Agency, and it is spread around all over the world. If we see the social causes also, so there is one agency called UNESCO. So it supports 137 countries, and more than 1,000 World Heritage sites are protected by UNESCO. Currently 38 World Heritage sites are located in India. And if you talk about the environment, so Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change was constituted in 1988, and currently 2,000 scientists are working under it for prevention of climate change. Now, if you talk about other agencies, so United Nations Framework on United Nations Frame on Convention of Climate Change is also there, which is working for climate change. And for protection of ozone layer, we have Vienna Convention in 1985 and Montreal Protocol in 1987. Also, there is Stockholm Convention of 2001, which bans the use of toxic chemicals. Now, if you see in the health sector, so UN, WHO, which is the agency of UN, is working worldwide, and they have a significant progress in cases like malaria, polio, and tuberculosis and AIDS also. So they are working all over the world, and one of the significant part was when the WHO fought against Ebola, which erupted in Africa. And in India also WHO started a mission against polio in 2012, and now India is free from polio. Now, if you see that UN works for human rights, and currently it provides humanitarian aids to various countries, and also it keeps the record of refugees in various countries, and also it upholds the international law such as there are many international laws on war criminals, on prisoner of wars, which are guided by UN, and international courts of justice. It also settles disputes between various countries, like boundary disputes, maritime disputes, and other diplomatic disputes. And we have also United Nations Convention of Laws of Seas, which generally deals with the maritime laws. Now, if we talk about the challenges before the UN, so currently the first challenge is peace and security. As we know that terrorism in the world is rising, and the main problem is that UN has not defined terrorism yet. So there is no definition of terrorism, and that is why it is becoming hard to fight against the terrorism. Next is the veto power, that is with the security permanent member of Security Council. Often this veto power is misused, as we have seen in the case of China. So this case of veto power has always been criticized by the countries. Now, one solution could be like to prevent the use of veto power in the interest of national security and in the interest against the terrorism issues. Now, if you see, the refugee issue is also rising. Currently, there are 22.5 million refugees in all over the world, and to manage these refugees is also a bigger challenge for UN. And if we talk about population, so population has become a big headache for not only for UN but also for world, as we know that our resources are limited, and the current population of the world is around 7.2 or 7.3 billion, and it is expected to increase 1 billion people. It is expected that till 2035 we will have 8.5 billion people living on the earth. So that will be a big population, and also it is increasing rapidly, and it is also expected that till 2050 there will be 10 billion people living on earth. So this thing is the major part that UN has to deal with. Now, coming to the conclusion, that UN was formed after the World War II. Now it has done a significant work to uphold the law and to maintain peace and security around the earth, around the world, and also it is fighting in the cases of currently it is fighting against the corona by delivering aid to many countries, and also but still there are many challenges in front of it, but together by maintaining peace and security around the earth, we will tackle all those challenges. Thank you.
Any questions, any queries, anyone?
What is the Montreal Protocol?
Montreal Protocol was formed in 1987 for protection of ozone layer. Like we have Kyoto Protocol for for emission of for low emission of carbon molecules, which especially for greenhouse gases. So there is a Montreal Protocol in which the materials like CFC and other materials like sulfur dioxide, which causes harm to the ozone layer, these were in this protocol it was said that we will control the uses of this, and the developed nation give their fund according to these protocol, and these funds are delivered to various developing countries so that they limit the uses and ozone layer would be protected.
If you could please shed some light on the mine ban convention.
Mine ban is, mines are one of the weapons used in war. Like we have land mines, we have also sea mines, which are set up for submarines. So these mine ban convention is for those mines.
Do you think that UN is doing that thing for which it was formed? Like it could not prevent the genocide in Bangladesh. The responsible country like US attacked Vietnam, and Russia also attacked Slovenia.
Yes, UN has also I have been criticized against favoring US in many ways. Like US attacked Iraq in without any just only basis of a statement, and it also invaded Vietnam. So these are the things that UN has to introspect and find out that and also UN has to not to show itself biased and inclined towards any country.
Do you think that UN is a successful organization?
Till now, yes, because major of the parts we can see that it has upholded the peace and security around the world, but still there are some challenges. Altogether, if we on an average, the UN is a successful organization.
And do you believe that we should take our India-Pakistan issue to the ICJ, as you told that it solved the problem of the two countries?
It is there are many problems, like there was problem of Kulbhushan Jadhav, which we took to ICJ, and the verdict came in our in our favor. Yes, but in the particularly in the Kashmir issue, India is denying any interference of outside agency, and other issues like Indus Water Treaty, and other issues like Sir Creek issue that can be challenged in ICJ.
Anything else, anyone?
No, sir.
It was a great presentation, Shubham. Have a seat.